Hello, hello, hello. This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures. Today I want to talk about staying busy, keeping busy, doing things, staying busy, and keeping yourself active, exercise. So today we're going to talk about that briefly. Well, I'm going to be competing with these uh, all the noise out here, but look at these papayas. I keep wanting to call them palmettos. I got palmetto on the brain. There's one back there I want to pick up, but here you go. It goes to say that I don't care where you are or where you live throughout the world, you got to stay active. You got to stay exercise. You got to get exercise. You got to keep kind of busy with things. And we find ourselves sometimes getting lethargic. No reason. I mean, you can be 20 years old, 30, 40 years old and get lethargic about doing things and getting out and things. And we started a new ritual. Well, a new ritual. We've been doing it now a couple of months. It's walking. We're walking. We get exercise anyway because we're constantly going somewhere doing something, but we decided to add walking into our particular daily duties. Now, do we miss a few days? Yeah, because something happens, someone's here, something like that. We walk usually in the mornings, but you do have to stay kind of busy doing things because it keeps the muscles going, the mind well. I get that oxygen, get a little bit of that sun. Sometimes what happens, you get retired and you find yourself sitting or something like that, and you may not able to do things. I mean, just make a trip to the store and walk up the steps of two flights, and people are out of breath. And I was thinking about that one day. This is probably a year or so ago, and I said I'm going to walk stairs. So I walk the stairs over here. I keep pretty active, so if I need to walk up, 5 floors, I can do it. On the 5th floor, am I puffing? Yeah, but I'm not puffing enough that I can't go another 6 or 7 floors. Because as you find yourself sometimes. We went to the mall the other day, as you know, in CDO. Well, none of the escalators worked. You had to go up. So we went up to the 3rd floor. We fine. It's okay. You just go and walk, go walk, go walk. But I used to walk a lot in general. Doesn't mean that it's going to be that way, but keeping active is very important here in the Philippines, and eating the right foods. I know you saw this, papayas. These are ripe. These are ready to be eaten. These are very delicious. Eating the right fruits and vegetables. We got a pomelo back in the back. That thing looks really good to eat too. It's like a grapefruit. It tastes like a grapefruit to me, but you got to peel away it's a very thicker skin, and the skin itself on the outside is very thick. And it's not like a regular grapefruit, but to me it tastes like it. If you add a little salt to it, it really makes it taste good, better. It's very good. It looks like it comes from the citrus variety, and I don't know if it does or doesn't, but it really does have a good flavor. But having bananas and things like that are good. But then eating enough vegetables is very important. Not all these snacks. We've been trying to get all off the snacks. She doesn't really eat a lot of snack, maybe 1 time, 2 times a week, but it's very easy for kids because there's a sorry store in every corner. And I mean, literally, there's one there, there's one over here, there's one right up the street, there's 2 stores, big stores right there, there's one right around the corner over here, there's one right there, and there's one like on that corner too. I forgot, there's one there and then one across the street, and then you go about 20 more steps, there's another sorry store. They have plenty of stores here. So if you want to buy a snack, no problem. You're not going to get chocolate. You're not going to get things that I consider value, like a Snickers bar. But you'll get what they call snack. Peanuts are readily available, popcorn, things like that. You can get that too here. Their version of peanuts, which is not the same as ours. They have boiled peanuts and things like that, and they season their salt and they make them spicy with the chili powder. But it's just their versions. But really, overall, the Philippines just has a lot to offer. I mean, look right here. I don't know if you can see over behind me here. Look at the neighbor. He's got corn all in his yard. I mean, he's growing corn. And it may be corn for the pigs, maybe corn for himself. I don't know. But that's edible corn. And you can't see out there, we're got some blooms on tomato. The tomato tree is over 6 now, the plant. We got 2, 3, 4 of them growing out there. They're doing well. We'll see how it goes. Those are American better boys. We'll see how they grow, if they grow at all. The thing got me thinking about exercise and things like that is we get back this morning, and now we're getting the neighbors seems to be, walking too. So it's kind of like not a group thing, but we kind of walk when we walk. We notice that too. That's a good thing. It's a really good thing. You do something, they do it. You clean your yard, they clean their yard. You paint your fence, they paint their fence and they clean their fence. It's good. It's really good. Any other updates? There's many updates. Some relationship issues. I don't want to get too much into these relationships. A lot of the guys are having relationship issues. Coming here, not really, getting married immediately. I mean, some of the guys, within 30 days, they're married from boots on the ground. 60 days, boots on the ground, they're getting married. And then they're calling or texting or emailing. Hey, I got a relationship issue. Well, what's the problem? Well, we should have talked. We really didn't talk. It's the same old story. I mean, communication. It happens. It's going to happen a lot. I know that we have a few Americans just are vloggers are headed back to U.S. or in U.S. now, and a couple of them came back recently or going to come back recently. I think one arrived yesterday, but there's a lot of guys shooting out of here for periods of time, and some are staying in their particular countries and not coming back. And it's not because of relationships, it's just because, well, maybe, there is a couple of relationships. Yes. One, hey, give up. But there's no rush to get married. Take your time. If you want to get married, it's okay. But take your time. You can wait 2, 3, 4 months, 6 months to get married. The guys boots on the ground. I mean, they want to get married within a few months. I mean, Ruth and I did wait. We talked for a year. And then it was actually 13, 14 months. And then we got married about 6 months after boots on the ground. And was that too early? It could have been, but it was okay. We pretty well knew what was going on there. And before we bought land and everything else, we want to make sure everything was good and where we want to live. So we waited 2 years, 2.5 years before we started doing that. So we lived somewhere else for that period of time, rented, because we didn't know where we want to live. We didn't know where we want to live out here or not, and trying to find the land. And so luckily we found this land. Guys at the church had it, own it, and they helped us out as far as said, okay, we'll hold it for you. And they did. And, I paid them, and that was it. But they were really good about that too, because we were thinking about buying somewhere else, and they wanted $2,000. I paid $2,000 for these 2 lots, so $4,000. And they wanted a little bit more for it, but they made a deal, and we bought it. And it's a deal because I'm in a city, and I have a lot of great value by living where I'm at. I don't really see too many concepts for power outages, but it affects everybody here. But I want to talk about that today. Exercise, healthy eating, things like that. You guys know all the same old story. Everybody knows they need to get up and walk and do exercise and things to stay busy. But it's really a good idea to stay busy. It keeps your mind going and your things going. Because you know what? You want to keep your mind. If you don't do YouTube or act and walk, and I mean, like go act, going to town and going places and things like that, you need to find something that you find a hobby that keeps you busy. Maybe making cabinets or selling crafts or something like that. You sell them here. People will buy them here. It's reasonably priced. They'll buy them. People will buy just about anything if it's reasonably priced. So that's about it today. I want to thank Happy Memorial Day to everybody. And thank you so much for always watching the videos. I'll see you guys next time.